Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light's founders grants and offers to buy back the company. Bud Light tweet manifesting energy falls flat as usual. Disney lost nearly $2 billion on the past 10 movies they produced. Disney Star Wars, well, they're closing down their hotel. Bud Light is spotted being drunk by Kid Rock. Elon Musk endorses Vivek Ramaswamy in multiple tweets. Oliver Anthony continues to go viral. A mob steals $100,000 worth of merchandise from Nordstrom in Los Angeles. U.S. is planning a tax on food cans from overseas. Oakland wants citizens to use air horns to fight armed robbers. Uber and Lyft might leave Minnesota if the law passes. Hillary Clinton is still election denying. Will she be investigated? Well, probably not. The IRS accidentally shoots a coworker at the range as their armory grows exponentially. Aldi to buy Winn Dixie. Twitter X to remove the blocking feature. Lamborghini reveals their first 100% EV. Ford Mustang GDT is revealed. Buc-ee's is hiring a snack tester for $1,000. YouTube is implementing new rules. Dehumidifiers are recalled for a fire hazard. And Trader Joe's has yet another recall, this time due to having metal in their crackers. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. I have to say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner and need those assistance, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Aldi to buy Winn Dixie and Harvey's supermarket. Now, Aldi is perhaps one of the most well-known, respected supermarkets, and they actually started all the way back in 1946 by both Carl and Theo Albright. And now they're at a little bit over the 10,000 stores in 20 countries. Now, granted, I think most people know them not just because of low prices and great value, but the novelty of having the quarters that you have to put in order to get a shopping cart. A fascinating, brilliant phenomenon and business idea in which, instead of the usual, Walmart or Target parking lot, which is filled by lazy people who acquiesce to the most minimum modicum of effort to return their car back. That's too much for some people. Aldi thought of a way to actually fix that issue. So if you want to get a cart at the Aldi's, you have to insert a quarter to unlock the cart that is attached to the other cart. So it's a chain of carts all connected together. And then at the end of your shopping, when you put the cart back and you connect it, it'll shoot out your quarter so you get your quarter back. Which is a fascinating idea because then that helps them decrease on the cost of maintenance in terms of they don't have to have a cart boy out there going around and circling out the carts and gathering them from all the lazy SOBs who can't take 18 seconds to return their cart. A social, cultural phenomenon, which is a good, perhaps, indicator for modern society. But nevertheless, that's one of the interesting, unique things about an Aldi shopping experience. They also have some great selections of food and usually lower price. And another weird, unique thing is you usually have to bring your own bags, which again, helps them keep prices lower because that's less cost that the business has to incur. So it's a very creative company. They have a great value. And it looks like they're buying about 400 Winn Dixie and Harvey supermarkets across the Southeast United States in a deal with their parent company by the name of Southeastern Grocers. Now, most of the stores are going to be located in Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and they expect the deal to actually close towards the end over in 2024. And when asked for comment, the Aldi CEO Jason Hart said, quote, "The timing was right to build our growth momentum and help residents in the Southeast save money on their grocery bills," unquote. Now, this is going to be a brilliant long-term business decision because we have 40-year hyperinflation in the United States. Thank your government, left and right. But everyone is starting to think, how could we save money? And one of the biggest things that Americans can control, on average, I would say, is your grocery bill. Most of the costs, when you look at an average person's structure in life, a lot of them are fixed costs. And when I say fixed costs, they're usually a contract. Like let's say you rent an apartment, you have a 12-month lease. You can't really change your monthly apartment. Same with your internet. You're like electricity, you could try to use a little bit less. And then you just add a lot of those costs. You have your insurance for your vehicle. That's not going to change unless you do some extra trainings or change your vehicle type. Your car payment's not going to change. So there's a lot of costs that are more difficult to control. So I always tell people when they want to try to reevaluate their finances, maybe try to put a little bit more money in the savings account, although that's useless these days because there's basically no incentive in the United States to save thanks to, well, basically zero interest rates that help you in the banks and also the government breakdown and taxation. But if you want to invest, maybe start a business or stocks, maybe you could change your food source. So instead of spending $200 for 12 groceries at Target, I kid, but not by much. You can just go to Aldi's or Walmart, and your dollar will go further. That's quite literally the whole spiel of Walmart. They used to have whole commercials talking about how your dollar go further, which I think they should probably reinvigorate these days. So I think we're going to see a lot of exponential growth with Aldi, and I think it's more prudent to invest more in the southern United States. As you look at the migration pattern of where people are moving these days, a lot of people are relocating from Illinois, California, New York, going to other states such as Texas, Florida, as well as I know there's also a lot of tech companies in the Carolinas as well, since there's a lower cost of living. There's a lot of opportunity down there. So really business decision, and I'm sure it'll pay off for them. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Also, once you get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of August, so if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to take the time to like and comment. The feedback is always greatly appreciated. It helps us make the show better and better. Also helps with the algorithm, so it gets shown to more and more people. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your co-workers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.